Welcome to the Risk Forever channel guys, the channel which shares the most relevant tips and tricks on how to win at Risk, and improve your rank in no time. Subscribe to the channel and you won't even see how fast you will become so much better at Risk. Push that notification bell to see new videos first. This is your host Champion Ever. And today we are playing 3-player fixed card game on the modern Spain map. Settings, alliances on, balance splits dice rolls in 60 seconds per turn. This time I'm playing against 2 intermediate rank players who are purple and blue. So wish me best of luck guys, as I will definitely need the best of it today. And oh wow, I thought I almost had it. I almost had the 6-troop region, but the purple player invaded it in the last seconds. Well, to be honest, it wouldn't be very wise to let someone immediately hold 6-troop region when others haven't captured any regions yet. So it was a good decision for the purple player to invade me if we don't take the diplomacy part into account. I wouldn't be me if I didn't try capturing a big continent in the beginning of the game. I really thought that for intermediates it would be fine of me having one single continent, so this is why I went with the biggest one I could capture. But oh well, I think I will be fine with only 2 troops region for now. But come on purple, why I cannot even hold the 2 troops region, especially when I haven't even done anything bad to you, and when the blue player already have 2 regions, the 2 troops 1 and the 3 troops 1. So if we as the weakest players focus on each other, then we will just give away the advantage to the strongest player who is already hold a lot of stuff. So if we don't fight with blue, then at least we shouldn't attack each other for now. So yeah guys, I hope the purple player won't be dumb enough to only target me. If he wants to attack someone, then the blue player is the only reasonable option, who already has 3 continents and is going to get the same number of troops as both of us combined. So while we only have 1 small continent each, the dumbest decision for us would be to fight each other while letting blue grow strong. Well okay, let's see guys. And oh yeah baby, the purple player has just invaded blue into his region. So I'm really wondering how the blue player is going to react to that. I could potentially smell a conflict going on in case these players are emotional enough and get mad very quickly. Okay, I see the blue player didn't get mad about the invasion at all. But I hope the purple player attacks him again, so he could be more and more annoyed. Meanwhile, let's capture an 8 troops region and see if the players let me hold it. That would be insane to be honest, but what I hope that they aren't going to look into the regional bonuses, thinking that this region gives around as many troops as others regions we currently have captured. Alright, this time the purple player didn't attack me. Instead of it, he captured some regions for himself this turn. But how about my ally blue? Will he stay as loyal as he was, or differently, he will attack for the first time ever by seeing that I've got an 8 troops region? So far it looks good, you can start resting in pieces purple it seems. But come on blue, why do you have to attack me as well? You drastically hurt my feelings. I thought we were good allies and I even was fine of you having 3 regions. So I thought I would be able to have more than 1 region as well. But okay, it's a region for region I guess. Fair enough, right? Well, we will actually see. I hope the blue player won't get mad too much, as after all it was him who decided to betray me first. Okay, now it can be very important what the purple player does. Who does he attack? And hasta la vista baby. In your face blue. The purple player decided to team up with me and attack you as well. That's my boy. And I'm really proud of him, as he could really break the balance of the game to my favor. Well, actually the game now is really up to blue, on what he decides to do. If he makes a bad decision, then the game could become very quickly lost. Well, not for me guys. And yeah guys, the blue player shouldn't have attacked purple, and he definitely should have attacked me into my 8 troops region. As to sum up all the mistakes he just made, I have more troops than both of them combined. So if the next turn they both don't come up with something great, then the game for them will be totally lost. And I'm not even joking this time. Yeah, it seems the purple player doesn't know much about the balance of the game either. By invading blue instead of attacking me, he just made sure that I win the game. So at this point of the game I think it doesn't even matter what the blue player decides to do, pretty much it seems. Or I mean they could still try and have at least a small chance to bring the balance of the game where it was. But as you saw they didn't even try doing something, they just simply kamikaze their troops into each other. La la la. So it's my time to shine guys. It's the show time. Let's take them out. If I'm right I think I will be able to take them out in a single turn. This is how much the balance of the game has already broken. So let's just go for it. Goodbye purple, you might do one more rehearsal. And goodbye blue, I hope the next time you will have at least a single clue. That's right guys, the balance of the game. If you don't know what is it either, then I would recommend watching the video in the card above after this video ends. But don't close this video yet because we're about to play another game. And wow guys, it was really close to a single turn victory. Unfortunately I was too slow and ran out of time. But it still doesn't change the fact that I won. So good game you all, and let's move to the another one. And moving on to the second game, this time I'm playing 3-player fixed card game on the Rivertown Advanced map. Settings, alliances on, balance splits dice rolls in 60 seconds per turn. Today I'm playing against one intermediate rank player who is purple, and one master rank player who is blue. As always wish me best of luck guys. As I will definitely need it. May the goddess of the luck and good blitz rolls Fortuna, be on my side this game. And now let's talk about strategy. My plan in this game will be to expand as fast as possible, much faster than my opponents, capture as many regions as possible, and potentially get the same number of troops as both of them combined. Also if possible to take over all regions of the one side of the map. Either right or left. As you can see I started from the left, but the bad thing is that the blue player went for a region on this side as well. But let's hope it will be just the only one. I really wish both of the players would start picking regions on the right side and potentially start fighting each other, so I could sneakily capture all the left side regions having only one border to guard. Then I would literally become unstoppable. And wow guys, to be honest I was surprised that nobody went for the bridge while it only had 2 territories of 1 troop to capture only. Well, as you saw at first I didn't go for it as well, for some reasons I missed that opportunity, but since after the first turns nobody has captured it, I gladly took it for myself. Currently having 2 regions or the same number of regions as my 2 opponents combined. So it would be really appreciated if the blue player didn't go for any region this turn. So potentially I could take over the advantage sometime soon. I really looking forward to expand as fast as possible, trying to get a new region every turn, so then I could afford breaking alliances and attacking my opponents as well, ruining their regional bonuses. So wow guys, I'm already getting like 12 troops each turn and that amount is only going to grow bigger. I'm glad that the blue player decided to go for the right side region as his second pick, and even more glad that he hasn't finished capturing it. So that gives some more hopes for me to not only start getting more troops than both of them combined, but additionally and potentially take over all the left side regions. As you see I'm not as calm as blue who tries to be slow and steady. I differently try to not hesitate myself expanding as fast as possible. And I see the purple player goes with the same strategy as me as well, and the bad thing is that the right side regions give more troops than the left side ones, so even with having less regions than me, the purple player could get the same number of troops as me, or even more troops than me, and that is pretty bad. But at least my advantage is in that I was the first player, so I have the opportunity to expand and pick the new regions first. So I'm still ahead of him, and if anything I will be able to invade him firstly when we won't have any new regions to choose from. I mean I guess. We will actually see how it goes guys. And OMG guys. La la la. I cannot believe that the purple player just invaded blue into the region. The conflict with blue is the least thing that is needed for the purple player now. As if they both fight, then they will give a huge advantage to me. And I'm already the strongest player, and in a 3-player situation it isn't wise for 2 weaker opponents to attack each other. Currently it would only be reasonable to attack me or not to attack anyone at all, as otherwise they're just going to give an advantage to me. Anyways, I have a very sneaky plan, which is really sneaky indeed but in reality is not sneaky at all. Let's take over the all left side regions. I have more troops than both of them combined, so finally I'm able to start some conflicts. The blue player is not really needed as an ally anymore. The purple player is still valuable, so I didn't attack him, so hopefully he will let me hold my regions as well, and if so, then the game is totally over for them. Well, I've just realized I made the biggest mistake of my life. La la la. For some reasons I really expected for purple to stay as a loyal ally, but it was so naive, I gotta admit. I had more troops than both of them combined, but what I forgot to take into account is that the purple player was going to get a lot of troops for his regions, so he would get back to me the troops wise. Also, by clearing out the blue player from my side, I made him barely alive, so the purple player could have really easily taken him out with the troops he got, at the same time taking all the right side territories and then immediately trading in 2 sets, since after taking blue out he would have had even 8 cards. And using these troops to invade me and my regions. So if the purple player had done so, then I think he would have had very big chances to win. And now talking about my mistakes, what would I do if I came back to this situation? Well, instead of going to capture all the left side regions, I would have invaded purple into all his regions. Since I already had more troops than both of them combined, my biggest goal should have been not to capture something for myself, but differently prevent other players from getting close to me the troop-wise by invading them into their continents. So I would have definitely invaded purple and attacked him as much as possible if I came back to this situation. Since the blue player only had 1 continent and seemed very passive, I probably wouldn't have invaded him in order to stay as allies, but even if he betrayed after my purple's invasions, he still would only gotten 2 additional troops for his region. But OMG guys! Do you want to say that after I invaded the purple player back he quit the game? La la la. I'm not even really sure why, as basically we had the same chances to win. But now since he quit, he totally gave away me the game since blue is so much weaker than me, and additionally now I am able to hold all the left side regions. So the game is over. Let's fast forward it and go to the next game. And now moving on to the 3rd game, we are playing on the Arctic Stronghold map. Settings, Alliances on, balance splits dice rolls in 60 seconds per turn. This time I'm playing against 2 intermediate rank players who are blue and yellow. Wish me best of luck again. So from the setup we got, I would say that the blue player got the best one. He basically got these 2 regions over here. And talking about yellow, he could either go for this one, or this one, or both of them. And when it comes to me, it seems the only region over here is the option for me. As you saw, most of my troops got split in the middle of the map, so that's kinda bad since it will be harder for me to capture multiple regions. But as always, we will see how it goes guys. So as you can see, I started to go for the same exact region I said I could go for, and hopefully I will be able to hold it once I capture it. The alliances can decide a lot whether you will be able to hold regions when it comes to the games with low-rank players, so this is why I've just sent alliance requests to both of my opponents, so they wouldn't consider invading me into my region. Thank God both of them accepted my alliance requests, so I'm pretty much confident that I will be able to hold my region. Just the question is, whether I will have to break the alliance with the blue player soon. I mean, he's about to hold 2 regions and it will be bad in case the yellow player won't be able to hold his one. But if the yellow player successfully holds it, then more or less we should be good. The balance of the game will be sustained, so unless the blue player decides to expand even more after capturing both regions. So far the situation looks kinda bad, but hopefully we will balance the blue player out. At least the good thing is that the blue player is next to yellow and not me, so I will definitely feel much more safer than yellow. And OMG guys! The yellow player has just invaded blue into his region, and it's a very good sign for me. as while they both potentially fight, I will be able to stay neutral and grow with every turn becoming stronger. But in case the blue player holds both of his regions while the yellow player nothing, then of course I will have to help yellow attacking blue, so the blue player wouldn't get more troops than me and yellow combined. So we will see how it goes. I would prefer to stay neutral, but in case there will be necessity to attack blue, then of course I will have to. And wow, that's great. The yellow player has gotten an 8 troops set, so at least for one more round I will be able to stay neutral. I will let the yellow player do all the dirty work for me for as long as possible. Shoot, that was close. The yellow player almost managed to invade blue's region. Well, not everything is lost yet, especially with the yellow player fortifying his 7 troops next to blue. So the yellow player will just basically continue sacrificing himself for me, meanwhile I can capture some additional territories, increasing my territorial troop bonus. As you know guys, the more territories you have the more troops you get, and the less territories your opponents have, the less troops they get. By occupying 21 territories I will get 7 troops, and plus there will be 4 troops from my region, so it will be 11 troops in total. And come on, invade the blue player yellow. Well, that was close, but your efforts are highly appreciated. I don't know why do you continue sacrificing yourself for me, as you're just giving me away the game. As that's right guys. You probably already noticed that I have more troops than both of them combined. So it's the time to betray both of them, invading them into their regions and capturing as many territories as possible. And you guys won't even see how fast I'm going to win the game. The alliances don't mean anything for me anymore, as I can just simply take them both out. Even if they're team up they still have no chances to win it all as they're just too weak. They have only 2 cards each, so they aren't getting the sets either, and that just basically guarantees me a 100% victory. All their efforts will go in vain. That's right blue. And that's right yellow too. You're teaming up on me in the moment when there is way too late. Whatever you both do now it doesn't matter anymore as I have many more troops than both of you combined. The game is over. So let's just finish taking both of them out guys. The mistake they've made was that they didn't pay the attention to the troop counter at all while not hesitating to crush as many troops as possible into each other at all. So all of that led me having many more troops than both of them combined, quickly taking over the advantage and winning the game. And now let's move to the 4th game. Getting into the next game we are playing 3-player fixed card game on the France map. Settings, alliances on, balance splits dice rolls in 60 seconds per turn. This time I'm playing against one intermediate rank player who is yellow and one master rank player who is blue. Hopefully my win streak continues and I win this game too. But we will see how it goes. As always wish me best of luck and let the game begin. This is a small map so alliances can decide a lot since all 3 of us will be obviously bordering each other. Also it can be very important to be the strongest one if possible, or at least not one of the weakest. So the game will be much more dependent on you instead of others. So as you can see I was about to go for the second most valuable region called Western France which gives 4 troops per turn. But unfortunately the yellow player decided to go for the same exact region as me as well, so he just cleared me out, even though we are allies. Well whatever, I'm not mad, I just don't understand why he didn't go for the Central France instead since it required the least troops to capture and additional it's the region which gives the most troops, even 5 of them. But on the other hand it's in the middle of the map, so it's the region which is the most accessible to get invaded. So maybe that's why he went for Western France instead. But that's not a problem at all because the Central France will be captured by blue. Well, after yellow clearing me out from Western France I really wanted to go for the Central France by myself, but unfortunately the blue player got the opportunity to move there in first, so obviously I wasn't dumb to fight with him, and instead of it to go for the 3rd/4th most valuable region which is Eastern France. It gives 3 troops per turn. Another option was to go for Southern France, but it would have given me 1 troop less, or 2 extra troops in total instead of 3. So the Eastern France was a better choice for me. and additionally it was the another most suitable region to go for the yellow player after him getting northern France. So it's good to prevent him from getting one more region, as when it comes to southwestern France, it will either most likely be captured by blue, or it will be a region which won't be captured by anyone at all, as the players might be using it to attack territories here in order to get a card per turn. And yeah guys, after me capturing southern France, the southwestern France will definitely be a region in which we will be capturing a territory per turn in order to get a card. Or unless these players want to fight over it, if so then I don't mind, they can fight for it at the same time starting a war and destroying tons of troops into each other. So yeah guys, I'm really happy that I additionally captured southern France as I will be getting the same number of troops as blue. So there will be no weakest player. The yellow player will be the strongest one, but by not that much, as he is getting only one more troop more than us each. So the balance of the game will be obviously sustained, so it will just be more the matter of time of who invade each other first, starting a big conflict while attacking each other like crazy. Or maybe none of us be crazy, so even if we get attacked by each other, we still be looking into the troop counter before we will be making any further decisions. So yeah guys, we will see how it goes. It might be interesting or it might be not, as the blue player puts his troops to one big army, meaning that he might be a not conflictual type of players like me, who doesn't attacks others for no reason, giving the game for another player. So we will see how passive he is. Because I'm about to capture his territory in southwestern France, so the yellow player will fully capture this region. And since after yellow's turn, it will be blue's one, the blue player will have to invade it. So let's see what the blue player decides to do. I'm wondering if the yellow player invades him back too if he invades yellow. Well, he just totally skipped the turn. So how about if I skip a turn as well? What the yellow player is going to do then? And come on yellow, come on pal. Don't you dare. I am sorry but I need to attack your territory, the yellow player says. That's pathetic. As your ally I'm seriously offended. Well, it would be very bad to start a conflict with intermediate rank player. If we start fighting, then we will just give an advantage to blue. And since the blue player didn't invade yellow, I won't invade yellow as well. I told yellow to attack blue and he sent me a thumbs up, so let's see if he actually attacks him. And OMG guys, he actually did. Lol. Now the blue player will have to attack yellow for sure. So come on blue, don't you slow down. Oh come on, I said don't you slow down blue. This player is offline. Wow, he's just left the game. Well, I guess I just lost the game. But then suddenly he comes back to the game again. I think the blue player did that on purpose, that's very fishy, not gonna lie. I think he did that so he don't have to attack yellow. Well, I guess let's just use the same strategy as him, I mean instead of attacking yellow, attacking a territory of blue's invaded region, like he attacked territory of mine when I was invaded. But seriously we need to start attacking yellow, I think it's the last turn we can afford yellow hold his regions, so next turn we will definitely have to attack him for sure. And oh no, don't you dare yellow. Well okay, the game is over for me. I should have definitely attacked yellow instead of staying as passive as blue. But the yellow player made a mistake as well, I think it was too early to go taking me out. He should have waited for at least one more turn, so he would have been able to trade in a set in the same turn after taking me out. But first of all, he should have taken me out. He made a huge mistake by wasting even half of the turn to deploy his troops with additionally sending an ironic message of sorry but I need to attack your territory, ending up running out of time. So jokes on you yellow as you just lost the game. As even after yellow almost taking me out the blue player had the same number of troops as him, the blue player got a huge attacking advantage having his troops in one big army crushing yellow's small armies. So the blue player now is 4 times as strong as yellow. Anyways, I just wanted to see if it's even possible to win in this situation, so I finished capturing a region for myself and invaded blue into his 2 regions, leaving the third one for the yellow player. But the yellow player made a mistake by firstly trying to capture a region for himself instead of invading blue. So the blue player ended up on becoming even stronger. So yeah guys, I ended up being with 2 territories and 2 troops only. Well, fortunately I was lucky to have a 10 troop set, but that doesn't change the game much anyways, as the blue player have more troops than both of us combined. So he is still winning the game, even with all of his regions being invaded. So come on yellow, don't just delay the game even longer and just finally end your turn. Well okay, whatever. That's fine, I guess. So okay guys, let's witness this very cruel murdering which will be made by blue. Let's witness this killing spree. He's about to take both of us out in a single turn. Well, it seems he's not in a rush either. Wait, what? It says that the both players are offline. They disconnected at the same exact time. La la la. It's very, very fishy I must admit. Blue and yellow are very sus, not gonna lie. I think they might be the imposters, so let's vote them out. I mean let's eliminate them from the game. So not to waste your time any longer and just move on to the next game, I will shortly sum up what happened next. Both of the players didn't reconnect, and their bots were just not attacking at all, they were just fortifying their troops from one territory to another one. So by capturing and successfully holding continents, every turn I was growing stronger and stronger until eventually I took both of them out. It was kinda very satisfying the endgame of this game, not gonna lie. Moving on to the next game, we are playing 3-player fixed card game on the simple world map. Settings, alliances on, balance splits dice rolls in 60 seconds per turn. This time I'm playing against one intermediate rank player who is yellow, and one master rank player who is green. As always, wish me best of luck guys. And let's hope for the best. It's a small map again, so alliances can mean a lot since we will be bordering each other. So this is why I just sent the alliance requests to them, and fortunately they gladly accepted them. But even though they accepted them, I'm pretty sure they would only let me hold one continent. So instead of just simply capturing Africa, which would have given 2 troops for me, I decided to go for a bigger continent. To be honest, I would really like to get Asia, which would even give 5 troops. But Europe or North America would work out too, which give 3 troops each. So we will actually see guys which continent I'm going to get. Well, I really wanted to get Asia, but I guess Europe will work out fine too. It gives the same number of troops as North America, but differently than it, has 1 border less, only 2, while North America 3. So yeah guys, I think everyone will work out fine. Fortified my army to the bottom territory of Europe instead of the top one, in order not to irritate the yellow player. But if anything, he will still be very easily accessible to be attacked from Asia. So yeah, we should not worry too much. Everything will be good. Especially after the green player invading yellow into South America, hopefully the yellow player got mad, so there will be a big conflict going on between them, while I will be able to grow strong. But if there will be no conflict, then that's fine too. I'm their ally, so I shouldn't get invaded anyways. And actually I have a very, very sneaky plan guys. Which is not sneaky at all, but it just gonna give me more troops. Since they cleared out Asia, I think I will give up on having Europe and move on to it. I don't care about Europe anymore, they can invade it. Asia is all I care right now. 5 troops instead of 3 seem like a good profit, right? So all I need to do is to hope that they stay as loyal allies. I mean, they could invade Europe, which I've just abandoned, but better they would not touch Asia at all. But come on you daughter of a green, how dare you to attempt crushing your troops into me? Well, I mean, it's fine that she tried attacking me, but I mean she could have just invaded me into Asia through Europe, so nobody of us would have wasted a lot of troops. Like the son of a yellow just did. And I mean that's fine too. If I were yellow, then I would have attacked red as well when it was so easy to do so. So anyways, I've just remade the alliance with green, as I don't want to attack her anyways. I mean, it would be stupid with her being the weakest player, so the advantage would be given to yellow. So since the yellow player was as strong as me, I've just invaded him into Europe so he wouldn't get too strong. Well, I've just sent an alliance request to yellow, so hopefully after the attacks we can be friends again. This time I'm only having Asia, so it should be fine, right? I don't know, but we will see how it goes, guys. Alright, so just capture the territory in Europe or invade green-yellow. Well, fair enough, he didn't accept my alliance request, so I understand that I've got invaded. On the other hand, it's good that he invaded green too, so it might make us team up on him. Well, yellow has just accepted the alliance request, and I'm pretty sure that he is not genuine about it at all, and probably just wants to manipulate me so I wouldn't invade him. But I mean, the green player will invade yellow into Europe anyways, since it's the only territory for her of one troop, so let's just pretend to be naive for yellow, as after green invades him, he might want to have an alliance with me for real. And come on, green. Our real threat is yellow. Well, I've just realized she is taking me out. I guess this is what happens when you're unlucky enough to not get any set at 4 cards. But I mean, it was a quite big risk for green to go for me. I had 28 troops while green's army was made of 25. So she was lucky enough to get very good blitz rolls, as otherwise if she had failed, then the game would have been given away for yellow. And I mean, all of that was just to have a close endgame with yellow. She is not guaranteed to win. And especially when she didn't even try invading yellow into North America, so the yellow player got 3 extra troops and Europe was invaded anyways. On the other hand, she is ahead in cards, most likely having a set at 4 cards. So she still has decent chances to win. And yes, she does have a set, and not a simple one, but a 10-troop set. But still, I see that it only helped her to equalize the troop number with yellow, so actually the yellow player is ahead in cards now, and is favored to win this game. But still, everything can happen, mistakes can be made, or the luck of having the worst possible set and only getting it at 5 cards, can influence the game by a lot too. So we will see how it goes. The green player might be lucky enough to get a 10-troop set at 3 cards. Or maybe not. Who knows? Well, the yellow player is definitely the unlucky person over here by only getting a 4-troop set at 4 cards. So the green player still has some hopes. And OMG guys! The green player actually has a 10-troop set for real, so will we witness a miracle? Well, probably not. As she didn't even try invading yellow into North America. I think a big mistake was over here, she shouldn't have split her troops over here. Instead of attacking into South America here, she should have just straightly gone to Europe with her whole army, so then probably she would have had enough troops to invade North America as well. On the other hand, the yellow player didn't invade Africa, while yellow South America. And wow, with the yellow player having a 10-troop set at 3, he guarantees a victory for himself. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, then I would recommend checking some of these out as well. Watching more videos will help you to progress so much faster. Highly increase your skills by simply watching Risk videos.